Part 8 of The Matrix Unveiled, a journey through forbidden knowledge. Welcome to Positive Vortex. Have you ever wondered why Hollywood seems so fixated on occult symbols and secretive rituals? Could it be that the entertainment industry isn't just mirroring the themes of mysticism, but actively participating in something far more structured? And what connects this world of fame and fortune to the shadowy teachings of Aleister Crowley and the Order of the Temple of the Orient, O.T.O? In this installment of The Matrix Unveiled, we dive into the chilling nexus between Hollywood and the O.T.O, an enigmatic organization steeped in ritual magic and esoteric philosophy. From Crowley's controversial legacy to whispered rumors of secret societies influencing music, movies, and celebrity culture, this episode unravels how the O.T.O has allegedly infiltrated the very heart of global entertainment. What's behind the occult symbols in music videos? Are mysterious deaths in Hollywood more than just tragedies? And could this connection between the O.T.O and fame be tied to something far darker, a pursuit of power, rebellion, and forbidden knowledge? If you're ready to question the world you think you know, hit subscribe to Positive Vortex now. Let's journey together into the hidden depths of Hollywood's occult entanglements and uncover the truths hiding in plain sight. The Order of the Temple of the Orient, O.T.O, and its entanglement with Hollywood. The Order of the Temple of the Orient, commonly known as the O.T.O, is an enigmatic organization rooted in mysticism, ceremonial magic, and esoteric teachings. Rising to prominence under the leadership of Aleister Crowley, the O.T.O has often been linked to sexual magic, occult rituals, and a philosophy centered around Thelema, which declares, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Hollywood, with its pervasive influence on global culture, has increasingly been tied to the O.T.O, with many celebrities allegedly following its tenets or being influenced by its ideology. The deeper one explores these connections, the clearer it becomes that Hollywood's fascination with occultism is no mere coincidence but a reflection of something far more structured and intentional. Aleister Crowley, the architect of modern occultism. To understand the O.T.O's impact on Hollywood, one must begin with Aleister Crowley, the self-proclaimed Beast 666, and one of the 20th century's most infamous occult figures. Crowley joined the O.T.O in 1912, eventually rising to lead the organization and reshaping its focus around his philosophy of Thelema. He introduced rituals that emphasized sexual magic as a means of spiritual attainment, blending esoteric symbolism, Kabbalistic principles, and mystical traditions from both the East and West. Crowley's lifestyle and teachings were scandalous for their time. He openly advocated for drug use, promiscuity, and the breaking of societal taboos, all under the guise of achieving higher spiritual enlightenment. This rebellious ethos resonated with artists, intellectuals, and counterculture figures, paving the way for his teachings to infiltrate pop culture decades later. The O.T.O's Hollywood following. Today, the influence of Crowley's Thelema and the O.T.O can be seen throughout Hollywood, manifesting in subtle symbolism, overt allegiance, and whispered rumors of dark practices behind closed doors. Peaches Geldof, a public Thelemite. The late Peaches Geldof, daughter of musician and philanthropist Bob Geldof, was one of the few celebrities who openly identified as a Thelemite. As a practitioner of Thelema, Peaches embraced Crowley's philosophies and amassed a vast library of occult texts, including many of Crowley's most famous works. A closer look at her book collection. Peaches' Twitter post showcasing her occult library offered a rare glimpse into her personal interests. 1. Gems from the Equinox, a collection of instructions for Crowley's magical order. 2. The Book of Lies, Crowley's cryptic text mixing mysticism, numerology, and symbolism. 3. 777 and Other Kabbalistic Writings, a comprehensive guide to Crowley's understanding of Kabbalah. 4. The Holy Books of Thelema, the central texts of Crowley's religion. 5. The Nag Hammadi Library, a collection of ancient Gnostic texts, reflecting her broader interest in esoteric spiritual traditions. Peaches' death from a heroin overdose in 2014, at the age of 25, echoed the dark side of Crowley's own life, which was marked by addiction and controversy. Conspiracies abound that her immersion into Crowley's teachings, and possibly her involvement in Hollywood's occult circles, may have contributed to her tragic demise. Her family's tragic connection to addiction and occultism. Peaches' mother, Paula Yates, also died of a heroin overdose, perpetuating a grim pattern that some speculate may be linked to the family's alleged dabbling in occult practices. Peaches herself hinted at dark undercurrents in the entertainment industry, tweeting cryptic messages about sex cults and child exploitation shortly before her death. Hollywood's occult obsession. The O.T.O's influence on Hollywood isn't confined to individuals like Peaches Geldof. Entire facets of the entertainment industry seem to reflect Crowley's teachings, from symbolic imagery in music videos to rumored secret societies operating behind the scenes. Jay-Z and Kanye West, high-profile allegiances. Jay-Z's alleged O.T.O membership. Jay-Z's connection to occult symbolism has been the subject of speculation for years. His use of the all-seeing eye symbol, along with his frequent references to Crowley's teachings, suggests an affinity with esoteric traditions. Jay-Z famously wore a shirt emblazoned with the words "Do what thou wilt." His Rockefeller logo, a pyramid with an eye at the top, bears a striking resemblance to Illuminati and Masonic symbolism. Kanye West and esoteric imagery. Kanye West has been photographed wearing Freemasonic symbols, including the double-headed eagle of the Scottish Rite. Despite his recent public embrace of Christianity, skeptics argue that his conversion could be a calculated diversion from his deeper occult affiliations. Both artists have incorporated dark, symbolic imagery into their music and performances, from Jay-Z's Lucifer to Kanye West's Power, which depicts him surrounded by occult imagery suggestive of divine ascension and sacrifice. Rock music and Crowley's legacy. The influence of Crowley extends far beyond hip-hop. The counterculture movements of the 1960s and 1970s embraced his teachings, and his philosophy shaped the music and personas of several iconic artists. Led Zeppelin and Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page, the band's legendary guitarist, was deeply fascinated by Crowley. In addition to purchasing Boleskine House, Crowley's former residence, Page incorporated Crowleyan symbolism into Led Zeppelin's album artwork and stage performances. The Beatles. Crowley himself appears on the cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, alongside cultural icons the Beatles admired. The band's experimental lyrics and incorporation of Eastern mysticism mirror Crowley's influence on Western counterculture. Backmasking and subliminal messages. Crowley's belief in the power of hidden messages likely inspired the practice of backmasking in music. Artists like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd were accused of embedding subliminal messages into their tracks, allegedly promoting drug use, rebellion, and occult philosophy. Eyes Wide Shut, a glimpse behind the curtain. Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut remains one of the most controversial films in cinematic history. Widely interpreted as an exposé of elite occult rituals, the film's unsettling imagery and cryptic narrative have cemented its reputation as a thinly veiled critique of secret societies like the Illuminati and the O.T.O. The mysterious missing footage. Kubrick reportedly delivered a cut of Eyes Wide Shut that included 24 minutes of additional footage delving deeper into the secretive rituals. This footage was removed by the studio following Kubrick's sudden death, fueling speculation that he was silenced for revealing too much. Illuminati balls and Rothschild connections. The masquerade scenes in Eyes Wide Shut bear a striking resemblance to real-life events, such as the Rothschilds' infamous 1972 Illuminati ball. Photographs from the event show bizarre decorations, masks, and occult symbols eerily similar to Kubrick's film. Occult rituals in modern Hollywood. From private mansion parties to symbolic award shows, Hollywood is rife with allegations of occult practices. Many point to recurring themes in film, music, and fashion that reflect the influence of groups like the O.T.O. MKUltra and mind control allegations. Symbols such as bird cages, shattered mirrors, and butterflies often appear in Hollywood media, alluding to MKUltra programming. This CIA-led mind control experiment is said to have inspired methods for creating programmed celebrities whose behavior and public personas are manipulated for darker purposes. The real cost of fame, sacrifice, secrecy, and power. Whether through mysterious deaths, public scandals, or cryptic symbolism, the darker side of Hollywood's occult connections continues to surface. The entertainment industry's fascination with figures like Aleister Crowley reflects a broader cultural obsession with power, rebellion, and the forbidden. But as the lines between art, mysticism, and conspiracy blur, the truth behind these connections becomes increasingly difficult to discern. In the end, the question remains, is Hollywood merely drawn to occult aesthetics, or does its allegiance run far deeper? For those who dare to look, the answers may be hidden in plain sight, woven into the music we hear, the films we watch, and the lives of the stars we idolize. Rituals of Skull and Bones, unveiling the secrets of Yale's elite society. The Skull and Bones Society, often referred to as the Order of Death, is one of the most infamous secret societies in the world. Nestled within the ivy-clad walls of Yale University, Skull and Bones has been the subject of intrigue, conspiracy, and myth for nearly 2 centuries. Founded in 1832, the society has been associated with elitism, wealth, power, and a network of influence that extends into politics, business, and global governance. Its members, known as Bonesmen, are rumored to partake in bizarre, occult-like rituals, many of which bear eerie similarities to Freemasonry and other esoteric traditions. The Tomb, the mysterious Skull and Bones headquarters. At the heart of Skull and Bones lies the Tomb, a windowless, fortress-like building located on the Yale campus. It serves as the society's headquarters and a site for its secretive initiation rituals. Over the years, intruders and investigators have uncovered chilling details about what transpires within its walls. Membership lists, occult artifacts, and rumors of stolen human remains, including the skull of Apache leader Geronimo, have all been linked to the tomb. Artifacts and alleged ritual objects found in the tomb. Geronimo's skull. A persistent rumor alleges that the skull of Geronimo was stolen by Bonesmen, including Prescott Bush, grandfather of George W. Bush, during World War I. Silverware belonging to Hitler. Allegations suggest that artifacts from Adolf Hitler's personal collection are housed in the tomb. Human skulls and coffins. These are reportedly used in initiation rituals. The secrecy surrounding the tomb adds to the allure of Skull and Bones. Unlike other secret societies, Skull and Bones does not deny its existence but fiercely guards the nature of its ceremonies and membership activities. Rituals of the Skull and Bones Society. The initiation rites of Skull and Bones are designed to bind members to the group through psychological conditioning, humiliation, and shared secrets. The ceremonies are said to be deeply ritualistic and filled with occult overtones. Blood rituals and skull worship. Bonesmen reportedly perform rituals involving human skulls, including drinking blood from skulls. Initiates allegedly drink wine or blood from skull-shaped chalices as part of their initiation into the order. Mock human sacrifice. Participants engage in staged sacrifices to evoke themes of death and rebirth, symbolizing the initiate's transformation into a member of the secret elite. Skull kissing. New members are required to kiss a human skull as part of their induction ceremony. The coffin ritual. One of the most infamous rites involves the initiate lying naked in a coffin while confessing their deepest, darkest secrets and sexual fantasies to fellow Bonesmen. This practice serves multiple purposes. 1. Bonding through vulnerability. Sharing intimate secrets creates a sense of trust and mutual dependence. 2. Blackmail. The recorded confessions can be used to ensure members' loyalty and silence. 3. Rebirth symbolism. The coffin represents death to one's old identity and rebirth as a Bonesman. Deer Island, the Bonesman's private retreat. Beyond the walls of the tomb lies another site shrouded in mystery, Deer Island, a secluded 40-acre retreat owned by the Skull and Bones financial arm, the Russell Trust Association. Located on the St. Lawrence River between the US and Canada, Deer Island serves as a meeting and recreation site for bonesmen. Features of Deer Island once included tennis courts, gooseberry bushes, and softball fields. Acts as a private getaway for society members to discuss plans, hold meetings, and engage in additional rituals. Only accessible to initiated members, maintaining the society's exclusivity. Deer Island exemplifies the wealth and influence wielded by the Skull and Bones Society, as it exists solely for the benefit of its elite members. Skull and Bones Network of Power. The Skull and Bones Society has produced an extraordinary number of influential individuals, including US presidents, senators, Supreme Court justices, CIA directors, and Wall Street tycoons. This Brotherhood of Death acts as a grooming ground for the American elite, ensuring its members ascend to powerful positions. Notable Bonesmen. 1. Prescott Bush, U.S. Senator, banker, and father of President George H.W. Bush. 2. George H.W. Bush, 41st President of the United States. 3. George W. Bush, 43rd President of the United States. 4. John Kerry, former Secretary of State and Democratic presidential candidate. 5. William F. Buckley, Jr., influential conservative thinker and founder of National Review. Through its powerful alumni network, Skull and Bones wields tremendous influence over U.S. and global affairs. The Society's ties to banking, politics, and even covert intelligence operations have led many to view it as a shadow government or a major arm of the Illuminati. Banking and Nazi connections. Skull and Bones members were instrumental in the creation of Brown Brothers Harriman and Company, a banking firm that allegedly financed Adolf Hitler's rise to power in Nazi Germany. The firm was also implicated in money laundering schemes involving Prescott Bush. Skull and Bones and Occult Symbolism. The Skull and Bones rituals are steeped in symbolism, much of which aligns with Freemasonry and other secret societies. The number 322. The Society's official insignia includes the number 322, a reference that has puzzled researchers for years. Some believe it represents Genesis 3 verse 22, a Bible verse associated with the Tree of Knowledge and the fall of man. The year 322 BC, marking the death of the Greek orator Demosthenes, symbolizing intellectual elitism. The Skull and Crossbones. The Society's emblem, a skull above crossed bones, represents death, mortality, and the secret knowledge obtained through rituals of initiation. This symbol also ties the group to piracy, plundering, and global dominance. The Bohemian Grove Connection. The Skull and Bones Society shares many parallels with another secretive elite group, Bohemian Grove. The Grove, located in California, hosts annual gatherings of powerful figures who engage in bizarre rituals, including the infamous Cremation of Care ceremony. Cremation of Care ritual. Participants burn an effigy symbolizing worldly burdens in front of a 40-foot-tall owl statue representing the deity Moloch, a symbol of sacrifice. The ritual, like those of Skull and Bones, is rooted in ancient pagan practices. Many bonesmen, including presidents and CEOs, are also members of Bohemian Grove, underscoring the interconnected nature of these secretive organizations. Seasons of Sacrifice. The Skull and Bones Society, along with other occult groups, places great significance on specific times of the year. The period between March 22nd, the spring equinox, and May 1st, Beltane, is often referred to as the season of sacrifice. Symbolism of the season of sacrifice. March 22nd, 3/22 the official number of Skull and Bones, marking the beginning of this period. Beltane, May 1st, a festival historically associated with fertility, fire rituals, and human sacrifice. During this time, occult groups allegedly conduct symbolic or literal sacrifices, channeling energy for their rituals. The Hidden Hand of Skull and Bones. The Skull and Bones Society stands as a chilling testament to the power of secrecy and elitism. From its mysterious rituals at Yale to its global network of influence, the group continues to shape the world in ways that remain hidden from public view. Whether through financial manipulation, political dominance, or occult practices, the Skull and Bones Society exemplifies the intersection of power, mysticism, and conspiracy. What lies within the shadows of the tomb and the rituals of the Bonesmen may never be fully revealed. But the echoes of their influence reverberate through history, leaving a trail of intrigue and unanswered questions. Thank you for joining me on this revealing journey into the hidden ties between Hollywood and the Order of the Temple of the Orient, O.T.O. From Aleister Crowley's infamous teachings to the eerie parallels in modern pop culture, the evidence of a deeper connection between fame and mysticism is both compelling and unsettling. But the question remains, is Hollywood simply drawn to the aesthetics of occultism, or does it operate as a stage for something far more secretive and sinister? If you found this episode thought-provoking, I invite you to click the thanks button below or consider buying me a coffee to support the channel. Your contributions help me continue to create content that uncovers the hidden forces shaping our world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Positive Vortex to stay updated on the next installment of The Matrix Unveiled. Together, let's keep questioning, uncovering, and exploring the hidden truths in the shadows of power, fame, and mysticism. Until next time, stay curious, stay empowered, and stay awake. See you in the next video.